Over the course of 10 years in personal development and design in my life, I have tried a multitude of different planning and time management methods. Visualization, mood boards, calendars, smart goals, the life balance wheel, and various diaries and applications.
Currently, my planning toolkit is very simple.
It consists of a diary or a notebook, just a sheet of paper for habit tracking, and a standard notes app on my computer, where I jot down all my thoughts and reflections. Another tool I use is my whiteboard on the wall, handy for times when I need to visualize or connect a multitude of different ideas into one structure.
This is especially useful when working on a large or complex project.
Or if I have an unresolved issue that my mind keeps chewing on like gum without finding an answer. I'm aware that there are many other powerful tools out there, incorporating features like calendars, habit tracking, notes, mind maps, and much more, like Notion, for instance. However, I've personally opted for 4 simple tools, each serving a single, straightforward function, instead of one powerful tool with more features than I need. I prefer the simplicity of this. Moreover, I find more pleasure in analog methods than digital ones. Therefore, seeing my progress and habits on the wall and goals on paper is something I really enjoy. And this is how I start planning once my list of goals is all set. Let me know in the comments below if you're interested in watching a video on how to create goals. I adhere to just 3 principles. First, focus on what I can control. For instance, I can control how many people will watch this video, as it depends on a multitude of factors, not just on me. The only things I can truly manage are my attention and the portion of my time. I don't set a goal to make a cool video about planning and get a million views. The coolness and the number of views are for you to determine.
Therefore, I focus on what I can control. And my task for this video looked like this.
Conduct research on similar videos on YouTube, write a script, create a storyboard, shoot the video, edit it, and then upload the finished video to YouTube. Plan short-term and flexibly. I'm convinced that to achieve any major goal, it's essential to break it down into tangible, smaller sub-goals and tasks. Equally important is choosing the right planning horizon. For me, goals are merely a guidepost and direction of movement, while planning is the specific map of steps and actions. Goals can be set for a year, or even 5 or 10 years, but I see no sense in planning for such an extended period. In my view, planning for 2 to 3 months is much more realistic. Afterwards, it's worthwhile to pause, reflect on the situation, and flexibly adjust your goals to fit the current reality. Life can change dramatically in just 2 to 3 months, as many of us have experienced in recent years. Measure what matters. Keeping a diary helps me see valuable information about my journey and my goals, and based on this, make the right decisions. It's like the dashboard in your car with a speedometer and fuel gauge. You look at it, measure what's important, and make the corresponding decision. These are the 3 simple principles. Now to the actual planning process.
By planning in small, flexible segments and dividing my year into 9-week sprints, I end up with approximately 5 to 6 sprints. However, in reality, it's usually maximum of 5, often just 4 sprints per year, considering vacations, sick days, and unforeseen circumstances.
In each sprint, I use a 3-9-1 approach. I set 3 main goals for the sprint, and as a reminder of my motivation, I note down why I want to achieve each goal. Then, I break down each of these goals into 9 tasks, 1 for each week, and identify 1 habit that I need to maintain daily or weekly to bring me closer to that goal. As a result, I end up with 3 major goals, 27 tasks, and 3 habits for 1 sprint. In my weekly planning, I highlight the 3 main tasks of the week in red, along with all the others, and then I distribute these tasks across the day of the week, trying not to exceed 3 tasks per day. If a task is unrealistic, it needs to be broken down into subtasks.
For example, the task of creating a high-quality video about habits in one day is unrealistic because it consists of 5 sub-tasks.
Information analysis, script writing, filming, editing, and publishing, which includes designing and posting on social media.
These are realistically 5 tasks for 4 to 7 days.
Some tasks may take several days, and that's normal. However, if a task takes more than 3 days, then it needs to be broken down. Previously, I used habit tracking and made notes at the end of sprints and weeks. But eventually, I decided to move habit tracking offline onto paper. I always take notes in the standard Notes app. Previously, when I used Windows computer, I used Simply Note, and both these apps syncs with my phone. I draw conclusions and summarize by simply looking at the sprint plan at the end. If something needs to be noted, I write it down. A notebook on my desk helps with this. I place the tracking on the wall in front of me, and I have an app for notes and brainstorming on both my computer and phone. I don't carry the notebook with me, it stays on my desk. But my phone is always with me, so if a good idea comes to me while I'm out, it gets recorded in the app.
Achieving your goals is rewarding, but beware of burnout from hard work. Surprisingly, more than 80% of people struggle with knowing how to relax properly. And in this video, I'll guide you how to avoid these problems.